Frustrated with ticket buying experience? Game Time is the only ticket app that gives you peace of mind with your purchase. They let you see the view from your seat before you buy so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. Their all-in prices show you total upfront, so you always know you're getting a great deal. And it takes no time at all. You can buy tickets in seconds with 2 taps. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, redeem code Nightcap for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, download the Game Time app, enter the code Nightcap, NIGHTCAP for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. The Chiefs go on the road, do something that they haven't done in the Mahomes era, which is a road game. I guess the Super Bowl isn't a road game, but they go on the road and beat the Chiefs 27-24. Mahomes are headed to another AFC Championship game after Bills kicker Tyler Bass missed a 44-yard field goal with 1 minute and 43 seconds to play. The Kansas City Chiefs picked up a first down, ran out the clock, and now they're headed to face the Baltimore Ravens for a chance to go to the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. What was your takeaway from the game?
Listen, obviously, the storyline for the NFL, we have yearned for a game like this where we look forward to having two of the greatest quarterbacks of our era, of this era, to come together and play each other. And we get that every time we get a Mahomes and we get a Josh Allen matchup. It lives up to the hype. In games like this, it always comes down to decision-making. Decision-making in the most important moments is what matters. And when it mattered most, forget the rest of the game. Forget the rest of the game. When the decision-making mattered the most for the Bills to finally make it to an NFC championship, with a chance to be in AFC championship, with a chance to be in the goddamn Super Bowl, they fell short yet again. The game was in their favor. The game was in their favor. You have the touchback, Robbie Cole fumbling with the ball going out of bounds. You have Josh Allen fumbling and they recover because Kansas City Chiefs playing trying to scoop and score.
Trying to scoop and score instead of just falling on the ball.
It's falling all in your favor. So it comes down to your decision making when it matters most in a certain moment. Hey, we have second down. You know your kicker went 1 for 3 last week, but you were still able to overcome that and win the game. Let's make it easy for your kicker. You have second down. You got goddamn Stephon Diggs running wide ass, butt naked ass open. Simple shot. Get it to him. Get you a little closer in field goal range if you can't score. You throw the home run. You come back, third down, incompletion. You come back on fourth. What happens? Tyler Bass goes in, pressure moment. He misses a kick. It goes wide right. The game, everything was right there in your hand. Even with the mistakes, you still had an opportunity to tie the game, take it in overtime, and hope the decision-making in overtime goes in your favor. Now you're going home again.
Yeah. I think the game, it was this how it's supposed to be. For the Baltimore Ravens, to earn the right to go to the Super Bowl, they need to go through the beast of the AFC, which has been the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
They've been in the championship game every year that Mahomes has been the starter. They've reached at least the AFC championship game. So what should happen, Lamar Jackson, who's going to be this year's MVP, has to beat last year's MVP, last year's Super Bowl MVP in order to get to the destination that he craves, that he yearns, that he says, this is why the Ravens, you deserve, this is why I earned the money, and this is why you believed in me. He said on his draft, when they got drafted, what can the Ravens expect from Lamar Jackson? He said, expect the bowl. That's what he said. He said, expect the bowl out of me.
Right.
Okay, now he has that opportunity, and he has to go through Patrick Mahomes, who's arguably the greatest quarterback of his generation.
Right.
Lamar Jackson says, I wouldn't have it any other way than to go through Lamar Jackson to get to Las Vegas.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What is the saying or the mantra that's always been around for many years? What wins Super Bowls?
Touchdowns.
No.
Defense?
What? Defense.
Yeah.
Who has the number one defense in the league?
The Ravens.
Listen, it's gonna be a tall task.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tall task for the Chiefs. Rashee Rice, Pacheco, Kelsey. That is the bulk of the offense.
That's all the offense. I mean, they get a
Pacheco,
catch here from Gray.
Kelsey,
Yeah, Watson
Rashee
here.
Rice.
Yeah.
You get some other pieces coming in, making plays and doing what they need to do, but that's not enough to get it done against a team like the Ravens, where there is no if there is a weakness, you'd probably say in the secondary, but everywhere else, that interior, that second tier, shit, that alone, it's gonna be a long motherfucking day.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm sorry.
Who picked Kansas City to go to Buffalo and win? Based on what we've seen from Kansas City, this is the best we've seen Kansas City's offense look the entire season.
Yeah, especially since the emergence of Rashee Rice playing the way he's playing. Kelsey looked good tonight. Obviously, the running game has always been efficient in when they choose to run it here and there. Pacheco has always done a thing. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, when he comes in, he's somewhat efficient. Andy Reid is so creative. With the play calling and being able to manipulate the defenses that they're playing against. Is even when they were inefficient, and some people even wrote their ass off.
Yes, I did not see them. I did not see them advancing to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, a lot of people wrote them off based on the way they were playing and the fact they were having so many struggles offensively with receivers dropping. Hell, they had the most drops out of all the teams in the NFL, the receiving core. So you think, you know what, this ain't their year, but they were able to overcome that. Obviously, and again, I'll say it again: the resurgence of Rashee Rice toward the end of the season, especially with his play in the playoffs, is one of the reasons why they're where they are now.
Yes, and but remember we talked about it. When you have a guy like Mahomes, you feel nothing. Home of the road, Ocho, because you know what this guy's capable of. You've seen it. You've witnessed it.
Right.
So when you go, it doesn't matter if you go in enemy territory. It doesn't matter if you go into a hostile environment. You've seen what this guy's capable of doing. Now, Buffalo made enough mistakes. I don't understand why you go for it on fourth down, backed up where you was backed up with 13 minutes left in the ball game. Everybody knew you was running the fake. That wasn't even close.
Analytics
get you fired.
Analytics.
What happened? You know what happened, Ocho? Tyler Bass is going to bail Sean McDermott off the hook, because had they lost that game, if Mecole Hardman doesn't fumble that ball, he goes up. Now they go up 2 scores. I don't even know why you got Mecole Hardman touching the football. He hadn't really touched the football all day. He hadn't really touched the football since you traded for him and brought him back.
Yeah.
And you put him in that situation.
Yeah.
And he's stretching. He's trying to stretch. Bruh, you don't stretch there, because that's a horrible rule that if I fumble the ball, somehow I don't keep possession of it. It goes out of bounds, out of the end zone. The opposing team gets it, and they get it at the 20. That's a horrible rule, but we'll discuss that another day. So really, that should have been a death blow right there.
Yeah.
Give Buffalo's defense credit for rising to the moment and keeping Kansas City out of the end zone. But Tyler Bass, Tyler Bass missed. Is going to have people not talking about Sean McDermott's bonehead decision to go for it on 4th and 5 on his own 29-yard line with 13 minutes to go.
Right.
But give Kansas City credit. Isaiah Pacheco, every time he runs the ball, he runs like the defense owe him money. You mofos owe me money. I'm finna get it out your ass.
He angry. Listen, I said it before. I don't know if I said it when I was talking with you, but I think I might have said it amongst my friends. The last time I've seen someone run that angry and upset, like somebody did something to him, was Marion Barber.
Yeah.
Him and Marion Barber had that same running style where it's like, I'm pissed off, it's on. If you get in the way, I'm going right through you. Now, he's not as big or as physical as Marion Barber is, but his mannerism, the way he carries himself and running style, is just like that.
Yeah.
I like him. I like him a lot.
The Chiefs did a great job. If you look at it, the plays, Buffalo probably ran an extra 25 plays.
Yeah.
Kansas City is that the possessions that they had, I think they only punted, how many times did they punt? They punted once tonight? Well, let's see. Let me get this. Kansas City punted once tonight.
Yeah.
21 first downs for Buffalo. 21 first downs for Kansas City, 27 for Buffalo. Kansas City was 1 for 5 on third down. Right. Buffalo was 7 of 14. Buffalo ran 78 plays. Kansas City ran 47 plays. And basically 3 of those plays were kneel downs. So basically they ran 44 plays. Buffalo had the ball 37 minutes
mm-hmm.
to 23 minutes for Kansas City.
It's funny when you look at the numbers, when you look at the statistics. Who's supposed to win this game based on everything you just said?
Buffalo. But it just goes to show you. You see everybody talking about, to possess the ball. When you have a Patrick Mahomes, possessions don't matter.
Yeah.
Because he's going to maximize. Remember last year in the Super Bowl, how the Eagles, they were snapping the ball every time under 5 seconds.
Right.
But their defense couldn't stop Mahomes once he got in a rhythm. So he's going touchdown, field goal.
Yeah.
And that basically wins the ball game.
Yeah.
But Kansas City came, they obviously they like this matchup. They like the matchup. Look, the last in the playoffs, Kansas City has gotten the best of them. The last 2 regular season games, Buffalo has gotten the best of Kansas City in the regular season. But when it matters, Mahomes always seems to find a way to rise to the occasion and outplay Josh Allen when it matters the most. Because like you said, it comes down to a throw here or a throw there, and he seemingly always makes the right play. But when that guy walked out on the field, if you watch the back view, Ocho, the opposing end zone, you're looking at the flags, they're straight across. I say now he gonna think he can put this ball right down the middle. And it's gonna go in. You better aim that ball at the left upright.
To the left a little bit, huh?
Yes. Listen, when he hit that ball, I told Ash, I said, Ash, she about to miss this. Ash looked at me, told me, I hate when you say that.
Right.
And it wasn't even close.
And it right, yeah. Yeah.
No, because he hit it right down the middle, Ocho.
Yeah.
But all he had to do was look behind him and see the flag straight out. So
wait, you know what? You as a kicker, and I can obviously I can attest to this because I am a kicker. I kicked in an NFL game. You do all the testing with your special teams coach before you even go out on the field. So I'm sure they talked about that based on the wind. You want to see which way the wind is blowing. So understanding what direction or how you want to kick the ball to give you your best chance to make it. So I'm sure you can't go right down the middle. Obviously, it's gonna go to the right. So you gotta leave it to the left a little bit, and it's gonna carry where it need to go.
A lot of times you see them. What do they do, Ocho? They come, they'll throw see if they got a crosswind, if they got a wind behind them, or if there's a wind in their place. I just need to see to let me know how I need to hit this ball. Because if you hit that ball like he hit it, 10 times out of 10, you're going to get the same effect of what he got. He hit it down the middle, the wind pushed it, and it wasn't even close. You got to start it at the left, and the wind's going to push it right through.
But when you think about it, he was 1 for 3 last week. He had a bad week last week. He had a really bad week. So I imagine the pressure situation right now.
Sure.
The season is on you.
Yeah.
The game is on the line, and it's on you. There's a lot of pressure in that, and I'm sure Tyler Bass, the moment might have been too big for him. The moment might have been too big for him based off what happened last week, and the confidence wasn't there. Even if I can't explain. I haven't been in the playoffs much. I haven't been in pressure moments much, but I do understand what was going through his head.
Yeah.
I could imagine what was going through his head. The entire season, the entire city, and everything is riding on your leg.
I'm sure Buffalo is upset because Buffalo lost the Super Bowl with a kick. I think it was Christie. Who's that guy at 90 when that missed the field goal?
Doug Christie?
It was Steve Christie.
Steve Christie.
I think that's who missed that field goal in 1990 against the Giants in the Super Bowl in Tampa. That was also the Super Bowl with Whitney. Whitney sung the national anthem.
Okay. Damn, man. That goddamn
Scott Norwood.
Oh, it was Scott Norwood?
Scott Norwood missed the field goal, pushed it, and they ended up losing the game 20-19. So Buffalo's like, damn it, we have the worst luck with kickers. When we need to have our best luck, we have our worst luck. But give the Chiefs credit. The Chiefs played unbelievable. For a second there, I said, damn, now the offense, you picked the day to have your best game, and now the defense is picking their worst day to have their worst game.
Worst game, yeah.
But they bowled their backs. They kept them out the end zone when they needed to. They forced a couple of punts. The defense special teams did a great job of being alert and not let them get in the fake. But when they needed to, and that's the mark what I say about any offense or defense. Can you get done what you need to get done when you absolutely have to have it? Okay, defense, you absolutely have to get a stop. You cannot let them get the ball in the end zone. Because remember, Ocho, on the situation earlier, on 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line, he hit Shakir in the corner of the end zone in front of Snead. I'm like, bro, the only thing you can't do is just don't give up a touchdown and we going to make them kick a field goal. And I've been damn if Josh does a semi-roll outside the pocket and does and a half and semi-sidearms a pass and makes a great throw. Shakir makes a great catch, comes down with the ball. But when they needed to have it on that last drive, to force at worst case scenario, we're going to tie this thing. You're tied up. And we got Mahomes with the ball in his hands with 3 timeouts. 2 timeouts, excuse me. I like our chances. The defense bowled their backs and kept them out of the end zone, make them settle for a field goal. They missed the field goal. They get a first down, and they run it. But you have to give Kansas City credit because this is the best Kansas City's offense has looked the entire season. At no point in time did this offense hum and flow along like it did tonight. And you picked the right time to have one of your better games. Now, you better have another one next week because the Ravens ain't nothing to play with.
Listen, you already know what that defense is going to do. They're going to blitz you. They're going to make you uncomfortable. They're going to have exotic looks. They're going to bluff. They're going to do all type of things to confuse you. Patrick Mahomes isn't going to be able to sit back there, take your time. You're going to have to make your decision making. Going to have to be fast. The ball going to have to come out quick. All the long, let me see, what do you call it? The play action stuff.
Play action, yeah.
I don't think it's gonna work like that unless you can establish a run. You know, it's very difficult to do on the damn Ravens. It's difficult to run. It's difficult to run. So we're gonna see what's happening. It's gonna be a good game. If I was to lean towards, if you're a gambler man in the chat, if you're a gambler man in the chat, I'm leaning towards the Ravens winning that game.
Yeah, absolutely. The Ravens will probably open up. Ravens will probably open up 4.5, 5 points favor. What's the line?
Yeah.
What DraftKings say the line's going to be? They're more than the field. I mean, you get 3 points. You get 3 points for home field. I'm thinking 4.5, 5. 3.5. Okay.
3.5?
3.5.
And listen, I love Patrick Mahomes. I love Kelsey. I love that defense. I love the Darius Sneed and now hell shit. I love Andy Reid. But that goddamn defense. Have you noticed I haven't even mentioned Lamar yet? I haven't even mentioned Lamar and Zay Flowers and the offense and what they can do because the defense wins Super Bowls. What Lamar's gonna do, he gonna get his regardless.
Right.
He gonna get his regardless.
Right.
But the defense is what wins championships, and that has always been set in stone and will always come true. So I know what's gonna happen. So if you're a gambling man, put your money on the goddamn Ravens next week.
The Ravens, we know the Ravens possess the football. They run the football. That's not a good sign when you look at how well Buffalo ran the ball, and we know Baltimore is a better run offense than what Buffalo showed. So that's something Kansas City is going to have to shore up. They were one of the better run defenses. Not great, but they were pretty good against the run, although you wouldn't know that by the number of yardage that the Buffalo Bills put up running. So they got 72, 133, 173, 180, 182, 182 yards on less than 30, on 37, 38, 39 carries. Right. So that's pretty good ratio. And we know the Ravens get a lead on you. They can run the air out of the ball. But you see what happened with Kansas City. Josh Allen kept a lot of drives alive with his legs. Now you're talking about the most dynamic quarterback in all of football when it comes to his legs. Right. How you got to have a spy, and you can't play all that man coverage. I know Spags love to play man coverage, but
you cannot turn your back. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Lamar Jackson have 200 rush yards and 200 pass yards.
If you think you had issues and problems with Josh Allen, when you went man, it's a whole different ball game. Not from a physical standpoint, but from an athletic and speed standpoint.
Yeah. He's not going to run over you like Josh will.
Man, listen, Lamar Jackson hit his head off the goalpost from anywhere on the field. You play around now.
He absolutely can. He absolutely can. But it's going to be a great matchup. I think this is the matchup we needed to see. Look, we had three great quarterbacks all in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Now we got the two guys. We got the big gun. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Patrick Mahomes for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Okay, Ravens, you said this is what you wanted. Lamar Jackson, you promised the Ravens fan when they drafted you what they gonna get out of Lamar Jackson. You said they're gonna get a bowl out of me.
Super Bowl.
That's what they gonna get from me. Okay, boy, how prophetic would this be? How poetic would this be?
To live it out, huh? To say it and live it out. To say it and live it out.
Twice. It doesn't happen very often, Ocho.
Yeah.
32 teams passed on the guy.
Yeah.
Ravens move back in the first round and says, okay, we'll take him.
Yeah.
He's the franchise tag.
Yeah.
31 teams passed on him again. 31 teams passed on him. 31 teams passed on him again.
Yeah.
So he said, you know what? Damn it. I done made y'all. I'm gonna make all y'all pay again.
Yeah.
I done made you pay. Now see, Ravens are about to get 2 MVPs. Now they're about to get a bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's going to be a daunting task for the Chiefs. I did not have the Chiefs based on what I had seen from them all season long offensively.
Season. Yeah, not this far.
Ain't no way I would have picked them to be where they are right now. No chance. No chance in hell.
And the funny thing about it is, I said it before. I think I might have been on Inside the NFL. As special as Patrick Mahomes is, I said it myself. I don't see them getting too far in the playoffs because with the issues and struggles that they're having offensively, there's no way he can be that type of Superman to overcome that.
Right.
It's impossible. And long behold, he damn sure did.